Good morning, Greg Newhouse. Coming to you again from Corvallis, Oregon on my morning walk. Setting my circadian rhythms. Part of a new habit I'm trying to develop. I'd like to share something about habits and disciplines, concepts. Or as a good buddy of mine told me yesterday, or mentioned yesterday, she views concepts as tools. You got a toolbox, and it's a tool in your toolbox. Things that'll help you move towards your goals. It's pretty well put. So that's a good picture in my mind. Anyways, I want to talk to you. I want to talk about habits and how they relate to discipline. You know, habits I don't see as good or bad, just as habits, because we need habits. They enhance our ability to be good at things, you know. But I think it comes down to, I want to see the correlation with habits and discipline. I think everybody feels they're pretty disciplined. Well, what does discipline mean to you? I got a simple definition. It was basically molded by one of my mentors, Tim Sales, in this course, and helped me, formulate it. But it's discipline is something that moves you towards your goal. Anything you do that moves you towards your goals. Lack of discipline is things that take you away from your goals. Pretty simple. That's not exactly how it's presented, though. That's me summarizing it with my mental capacities. So anyways, what am I talking about here? Well, let's go back to habits. We all got habits. Let's just talk about our morning routine. I've got a routine I'm establishing right now. I'm working on these circadian rhythms, so I've got to change my morning routine and make it a habit of doing things away so I get a rhythm going. You know, I get a continuity for me because it'll take me towards my goal. I'll feel freed up through the day. I worked on something that's important to me, and I'll do something that takes me towards my goal, improving my sleep. Okay, and everybody, like I said, has habits. You brush your teeth every day. Do you think about it much? It's a habit. You should, but we habitually do it. Pick up a glass of water, left-handed or right-handed. So we have habits. Now, when it comes to helping you create positive habits or negative habits, I got a lot of examples about how I grew on it. So you definitely got to have some. But for instance, I was a guy that I'm developing a habit. I was in I'll tell you what, let's go this way. I was in a habit. I was a coach for 36 years. I was in a habit of studying players and boom, moving them forward. So I studied their habits and things that detracted. I didn't know I was doing that at the time, call it habits and discipline, but I did. So what I'd do is I studied them and I'd let them know, and I'd let them know now. You know, with a 3-day work week, you don't have time to wait till next week. Sometimes you don't want to wait till you get in the film room because you're going to practice that habit to get on the next rep. You got to start making them aware of it. So that was my habit. Well, I had to break the habit of just wearing it on my sleeve full time. When I was a coordinator, I could do it anytime I want. They gave me carte blanche on coach your units. In other words, I coached a position, let's say linebackers, and then I also coordinated defense. So they gave me kind of like that coordinate. It was my job. Well, I got passionate about it. Well, then I made a shift back to an assistant coach. Well, you can't do that. You can't do it. Everybody's developing a certain way. So if something said in a meeting, I couldn't just blurt it out. So I had to learn, and it's what's benefited me, and it's helped me in life, to sit there and let that, if it's a feeling, I feel what I feel, don't blurt it out. If it's negative or I feel excited, just let it simmer. All right? Because what you don't want to do is contribute something that's negative to the conversation. So don't just blurt it out. And when I say negative, it's not that it's negative, it's a good thought. But the people who are in charge maybe have not developed that thought, or it doesn't run in sync with what they're basically trying to do. And you know, and I know that we're all doing the same thing. They just hadn't had the experience. So they got to go through it. So it's like with your kids, or it's like with your students. You know, football's different. We all know where we got to go. So it's a little, you can take it a little finer edge. You just boom, reacting. But hey, nobody wants to be bad. That's my belief. So your kid's logic and your logic, or your student's logic and your logic, just might not mix. It's just a different logic. See, I got a different logic in the world. I still believe, hey, if you see it, let's go do it. Why not? You know, chase your passion first, then chase all that other stuff, because you only get to do it once. So anyways, going back to this thing, to tie this together, find something. I found something, health. My mom was sick. My brother got his ALS diagnosed. He's passed away since. You know, I found health. So I had to study it. So it gave me, I had to be aware. I had to be aware of their situation. I had to be aware of concept. So I had to be aware of myself. Because I become aware because I'm learning these things. Well, that benefits me in the long run. And now it's given me an opportunity, as I see the epidemic in America, to reach more people. Basically, I could get into coaching on a bigger platform. So you got to find something that can help you with awareness, so you can develop your awareness, so you know what your habits are. You know what you're doing, because habits are subconscious. You don't think it. You don't try to do something over and over and over again and do it as it takes you away from your goal. So to develop discipline, you have to be conscious. You have to be aware. So find something to be aware of, so you can develop your awareness, so you can be disciplined. In other words, take yourself towards your goals. Okay? And on another note, I want to say this. When you learn something, man, I say this all the time. I said it before. I'm trying to study everything that happens in my world and apply positive energy, because if I see the world through my eyes, I create my own world. So I want to be able to create a world where everything's positive. So I try to take everything, listen now. I've always tried to listen with athletes, but I had a definite goal and we're on the same page. But I don't know everybody's goal out there. Let me change my hands. It's cold out here with my hands. Holy moly. So I want to, where was I? Discipline. Hoping, see, pain in my hands. Oh, come on, you big baby. But it told me something. So, I was trying to be positive. Okay, I want to be positive with everything I share. Okay, so I had to learn to be what most of you probably have great experience with, is compassion. Be able to put myself in the other person's shoes. Listen, hear what they need or want, right? Then go out and see if you can help. Not just put things out there. They may not be on the same page. They may not see a problem that you see. So don't make it a problem till they're ready to understand, hey, we got a problem, because to focus on problems is a bunch of crap. I'm so tired of looking at the news. You got to focus on solutions. So if you got a problem and you can turn it into solution, boom, you're well on your way. So that's what I'm learning to do more often, is be compassionate. Something you, like I said, you guys can teach me. So anyways, I hope this helps you to become aware. Find something to become aware, to get the most you can out of every situation, and go chase your dreams. Have a good Sunday. Talk to you again.